So this is my 93 RX-7. I have owned, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. It's a gem that I picked up. It's just kind of been sitting in the back corner of my shop for a couple years. I bought this car originally with a V160 and a 2JZ. The guy had actually swapped this thing in 2000. Problem is, as you can see, he kind of hacked the harness up doing it. So we have pulled everything out of my Montego Blue RX-7. Más rápido de esto aquí. And we're actually just transplanting it right into this chassis. So this car will be a ported 13B with a 6870. Nice fuel system, nice ECU, stock trans, triple dip clutch, nothing crazy. Car makes 600 just like it did in the blue car. The cool thing about this chassis is it's a true R1 car, so it's a hardtop. It's got the nicer seats and twin oil coolers, all that, but it's only got 40,000 miles. It's the original owner car. My buddy Trevor, who his dad actually built the motor for the car, has been in the car for, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years now. He pulled the motor out of the blue car. He's over here today helping, and we're going to slap it in, get this thing back on the ground, and then we'll get it to Ryan Rodriguez in San Antonio. Ryan is going to tune it, put an ECU in it, get all the wiring hopefully fixed up for me, and then we can have some fun with the Rotary again. Pretty cool. We're about to do something to this car that hasn't happened since the 90s. We're going to put a 13B rotary back in this chassis. We're about to put a power plant that came in this car that hasn't been in the car for 22 years. Pretty crazy to think these cars are that old, but we'll see what happens. So we pulled the rotary out of my blue car. We put it in this lower mileage chassis. The blue car will be for sale soon. And then we're gonna get this car kind of, we're gonna revive it. We're gonna bring this one back. It hasn't seen, you know, it hasn't busted a bug going down the road in over 20 years. So we got the motor put in. Next is to fix this absolute atrocity of a wiring harness. I'm gonna kind of lean on a good friend of mine, Austin, to do that. He's really, really good with wiring. And then the car should come together pretty quick, and we'll get an ECU put in it and take the trip down south to Ryan Rodriguez and in San Antonio and get this bad boy tuned, hopefully have it on the road by the end of summer. So we're going to do more updates on this car as some other projects we got working on soon. We're going to be doing a new turbo swap on my 94 twin turbo Stealth. We're going to be doing some minor stuff on the 99 VR4, and then we're going to be reviving my very first car that kind of got me into these cars, my Pearl Yellow 95 VR4. It's going to get a pretty bad boy 3.5 liter stroker, some big turbos, probably 800-900 wheel. I was going to make it a full drag car, but I've kind of, I don't know, too much sentimental attachment to cut it up. And then the 99 W6, we're going to spray enough nitrous on that motherfucker to go 9. So it's either going to melt the piston or go 9. So we got a lot going on this summer. Oh, and we're reviving my wife's 98 Supra. So we have a ton of projects. If you guys like car content, kind of like what we're doing, be sure to hit subscribe, follow along, because we got some cool shit coming.